What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Crying in Baseball Podcast. I'm your host, Logan Melia, and we have a lot of news to get to today. We're going to start off with a little shortstop special kind of episode with Marcus Semien and Andrelton Simmons both signing with the Blue Jays and the Twins, respectively. And I'm going to start off with Marcus Semien right now because he finished third in the MVP voting a couple years back. So, as of right now, the better player, statistically speaking. 1 year, $18 million deal with the Blue Jays. Phillies and Reds both missed out on him, according to Bob Nightingale. This is huge for the Blue Jays. I mean, I'm curious to see where this lands Bo. I'm curious to see if they, move Vladdy to, first base or something like that. But it's a great signing for them. The Blue Jays are having a phenomenal offseason. I mean, Kirby Yates, George Springer, Marcus Semien, they are looking good and possibly the favorites for the East. But we'll get to that in a minute. I mean, $18 million 1 year. This is really, really something. This is just quite the signing for the Blue Jays. I am all in on the Blue Jays right now. Semien this past year, .54, 211 ABs, 223 average, 7 bombs, 23 ribbies. You know, he wasn't great this year by any means, but he is a he had a breakout year in 2019. He played all 162 games. He just did pretty darn well. 285 average with 33 home runs as a shortstop. That is phenomenal production. Also has a pretty good glove over there. But just this changes the dynamic of Toronto. This makes this really good team. I don't think he was necessarily the one to. Well, he was the one to put them over the top, but this was, piece by piece by piece, and I feel like he might have just given the Yankees a big scare. I mean, I'm thinking about what this means for the East. Does this knock the Rays out of playoff contention? Because you'd have to think that White Sox will win the Central. The West is kind of up for grabs, but the East, it's Blue Jays or Yankees, and whoever loses the division is going to get one of the wild card slots. And this brings up so many. It's just insane. This brings up so many possibilities for the East. I mean, obviously they got DJ back, and they got Kluber on a deal, which is pretty cool. But the Yankees are staying relatively the same with the addition of Kluber, but the Blue Jays are pushing ahead at full speed. Their window, in my mind, wasn't going to open for another year, and they just propelled it forward. This is incredible for them, and I just see Andrelton Simmons is just he gets on base at 369 on base percentage. Just he gets on base, he gets it done, and that's what the Blue Jays need. Because if Marcus Semien, let's just say Bo leads off, we got Marcus Semien at second. And we'll put Springer at third, Vladdy at 4. I mean, that is a powerful first 4. Oh, and then, I mean, you got, people like Teoscar Hernandez. They still have... they are just so set right now, and I am so excited to see where they're going to go. Yeah, I really think that this is a great signing for them, and I really can't see what happens. This might have... I'm going to need to, sleep on it, but this may have pushed the Yankees off of their pedestal, which is something I didn't expect to say. because I might retract this later, but the Yankees added an injured player on the back end of his career in Corey Kluber. The Blue Jays added a prime George Springer, as we saw in the playoffs. A recovering Kirby Yates, but 2019, he might have won like reliever of the year. This is a great move for the Blue Jays. I'm curious to see where this puts them in the AL in general, because obviously with the Yankees, it's very, very close. But in the division series, are they going to beat the White Sox? It's questions like that. We haven't seen Yates, but Yates and Hendricks back in the bullpen. They got and the White Sox have the reigning AL MVP in Jose Abreu, 60 RBIs in 60 games. That's phenomenal. But there's just so much of a dynamic there, and they still got Nate Pearson coming up. I'm excited to see them go toe to toe. Right now, I would pick the White Sox over them, mostly because of their pitching rotation and their bullpen. The White Sox bullpen is incredibly underrated, and I'm sorry I'm making this a White Sox talk right now, but the White Sox bullpen has, obviously Liam Hendricks, an amazing piece right there, but people like Aaron Bummer, Evan Marshall, Jace Fry, Jimmy Cordero eats up innings like a monster. Those are just names off the top of my head. But I mean, those are all solid pitchers that'll give you innings. And I am not a Blue Jays fan, but I can't name like their bullpen. But I mean, Kirby Yates is a solid piece. They're probably most likely losing Ken Giles, but Kirby Yates may or may not be an upgrade for that. And I am just so I still pick the White Sox over because Luis Robert, I feel like he's going to really break out this next year. He did really well. Yoan Moncada says he feels back to normal after his COVID fiasco. Eloy is a beast, and we got Yasmani behind the dish. We got Giolito, we got Keuchel, we got Lance Lynn, we got possibly Dylan Cease. But yeah, so I would pick the White Sox over the Blue Jays, but it would be I'd love to see that playoff series. Two young teams going at it. Oh, it'd be amazing to see. Now let's move over to the American League Central, where Andrelton Simmons signs with the Minnesota Twins. 1 year, $10.5 million. Now, Andrelton Simmons is known pretty much solely for his glove. Platinum Glove winner, Wilson Defender of the Year, full-time Gold Glove, 4-time Gold Glove. Born in Curacao, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I could be butchering that. I probably am. But, played with the Braves for a little bit, then dealt over to the Angels. He's a great fielder. I mean, he's just really, really a phenomenal fielder. His bat might need a little waking up. He hit for 264 in 2019, 297 this year, which is pretty solid. Played shortstop. Every single game he played. Only played 30 games, only played half. But, you are going to get, a high 200s, maybe a handful of home runs. I mean, he hit 38 home runs no, wait, not 38. That's how many doubles he hit. No, he hit 14 home runs, and that's his highest, besides his highest home run count in LA. But, you're getting a handful of home runs, you're getting a high 200s average, and you're getting a glove at shortstop that won't make any errors, maybe one. But, I hate the Twins, but I love the signing for them. It works out well for both sides. According to Jeff Passan, Jorge Polanco will move to second, and Luis Arias will get a utility role. This makes the Minnesota Twins a much more dynamic team because, I believe their name was like the Bomb Squad or whatever, where, it'd be Nelson Cruz, which is, still a question mark. I see him re-signing with the Twins, but we'll see what happens. But, for a team that focused so heavily on home runs and set the record for home runs in 2019, to get the opposite of that, really, which is a fielder-focused player, is quite amazing. It's ironic, really. I'm disappointed as a White Sox fan, but this is a good signing for them. For the Twins, this does not at all put the Twins over the White Sox in my mind. We got Tim Anderson at shortstop, and as I think, Tim Anderson, I think, is the future of Major League Baseball, which I am extremely excited for. He finished 7th in the MVP voting this year, won the Silver Slugger. He is just starting, which is the beautiful thing about this. Won the AL batting title last year. He came close to it this year, but really fell off near the end. DJ took a hold of that. But this does not put them over the White Sox in my mind. The White Sox, I feel like they have a better core, and the Twins are losing Trevor May, and they may have picked up J.A. Happ if I'm remembering correctly, but again, this could be just the bias. Yeah, J.A. Happ signed the 1-year $8 million contract. Probably, pick up for Odorizzi when he finally leaves. But, if he does. But, Andrelton Simmons in a Twins uniform, it's going to work out well. It's going to kind of balance things out, which I think is what the Twins need. And I really think that this is a good sign for both squads, both sides. Twins get a good shortstop for a decent price, and Andrelton Simmons gets to bet on himself. He's 31, so he's still got some years left. If he has a good year this year, he can sign a 4-year deal somewhere. I could see him. I was about to say I could see him returning to the Braves, but I don't think that would actually happen. But it's going to be an exciting AL Central this year. It's going to be very competitive. They just reported that they were selling tickets now, or some teams are selling tickets. I believe it was the Marlins and the Cardinals are selling spring training tickets. But this is going to be an interesting year, and I really think both sides win in this deal. And I think both sides won the Marcus Semien deal. I think Marcus Semien more so, that he got 18 plus. But that's really all there is right now. The Blue Jays may have taken my position as the AL East favorites, but the Twins have not. I think that Andrelton will have another high 200s batting average season, like 12 home runs. Marcus Semien will have another really good year, a bounce back from or a resurgence from 2019. I'm probably going to guess a 280 average with 35 bombs. We're going to drop that average a little bit for 2 more home runs. But I'm really excited to see how these deals pan out, and I don't think there's any losers so far, but if there is, we'll know in about a year's time. All right, we thank you for listening to Crying in Baseball Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at CAB Podcast YT, and we thank you for listening. See ya.